Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Rough Men by Aric Davis, performed by Mel Foster. Dedicated to the memory of Officer Trevor Slott. Alex pushed the magazine into the Glock, pulled back the slide to verify the still chambered round of 45 ACP ammunition, and then hit the magazine release again. His hands were made of nervous energy, and messing with the gun was as good a way to burn it off as any. The blunt he'd split with Rob an hour earlier had made him go from relaxed to paranoid to lazy, and now he was back to paranoid. He sighed and set the rechecked gun onto the console of the van. "What the fuck's your problem?" called Chris from the bucket seat behind Alex in the ancient Dodge Caravan. "You acting like you didn't already get your pussy wet, homie." Alex considered the words, then did his best to ignore them. Killing that so-called snitch bitch earlier in the month had not been on his list of things to do in life. In fact, every moment since then had felt almost dreamlike, as if killing that girl, and she was just a girl, Chris and Mumbo had both confirmed that when they started fucking her a year ago when she was just 15, had been something that had happened to some other Alex. An Alex who didn't regret every second since then. An Alex who wasn't sitting in a van waiting for the manager to leave a Lake Michigan credit union. The same manager who had been getting head on a consistent basis from the snitch bitch. The same manager who had wanted to be long gone when they went hot. Also, the same manager who had been paid off so well that he was willing to give up everything to let them run this shit. Alex looked at the Glock one more time. Heard Mumbo's cell phone ring on the kind of ringer that sounded like an old house phone, and then they all watched the manager leave the credit union. The plan was simple. Alex, Mumbo, and Chris were going to walk into the building while Rob drove around it. The manager had been intentionally getting sloppy about the vault for just over 6 months, so when the blame game started, he would just look like a shitty employee, not like someone who was in on the action. Alex didn't think it was going to make much of a difference. The dudes that set this whole thing up had made it very clear to him that he could come along for the ride and get paid, or crash and burn. Alex figured the guy was fucked, no matter the take from the credit union. He didn't see any way that he was going to get to just walk away. Rob gave him a look that said, "Get on with it," and Alex stopped worrying about manager.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?